Hi there.
Hi.
I'm Lum.
I'm Taff.
And welcome to Orwell. So this is a game that's been out for a little while now. However, it popped up on sale today, so I managed to see it. And if anyone is familiar with George Orwell's 1984, that's where the whole Big Brother shtick came from. In this game, we get to play as Big Brother.
I'm kind of excited about that, honestly. Like, I've been a customer service agent for fuck knows how many years. I'm like really excited to be on the other end of that spectrum.
It is kind of nice, although it is, as a side note, it's very entertaining. Yeah, the art style is also very interesting.
Cool.
It's kind of entertaining. The whole, I think, shortly either during or after the US elections, there was a spike in purchases of 1984 because people were so concerned about government overstepping their bounds. And of course, if you paid attention to the US elections, that's a whole load of fun. What do we want to be named?
Tafflum.
Tafflum. There. Lum is our last name. Taff is our first name.
Awesome.
Alright. We don't have to enter an email address for this. I did enter mine for my profile. We'll put in Tafflum. Okay. Please agree to the following terms. I'm aware that my actions may severely impact the lives of citizens of the nation. I will work thoroughly and judge objectively in the best of my belief. While working, I will adhere to the laws and jurisdiction of the nation. I agree to the terms stated above.
Hey, look, we actually read the terms and conditions.
Yeah. Thank you for ensuring the safety of the nation's people. Your registration is now complete. Logging in. So, we probably won't do a long-running series of this, just because there's not a whole lot going on. But we figured we'd at least show it off a little, because it's such a cool game. In my opinion.
That's kind of cool.
Yep. And I guess I mentioned this to Braskus, and he said this was similar to possibly the Black Watchman. I might look into that later, and that one's more paranormal, whereas this is more controlling government. Ooh.
Oh, did we find...
We're watching her.
Police record found.
Yep. So she gets onto the bus every day. I've already played this first chapter, so I know a little bit.
Huh. Oh, dear.
Yeah. And of course there were people... Ooh.
Oh.
There she goes. And the couple that were sitting on that bench, I'm not seeing them anymore.
Wow. Alright, well...
Episode 1. The clocks were striking 13. So this is from Siamese?
Sims.
Sims? Okay. You're
Go
online.
with Sims.
Yeah. You're online. Good. Call me Sims. I will be your advisor on Orwell. Or your advisor on... Yeah, okay. Together, we will form both the first and the last line of defense against terrorism. For this test phase, you are one of the first people to try out the Orwell system under real circumstances, selected from thousands of applicants across the globe. Normally, congratulations would be in order, but as you can see from that footage, there has been an incident. So let's get started. I've activated the Reader tool for you. Its purpose is storing bookmarks to online websites and documents for easy access, and to highlight when there's new information to be investigated. First, I want you to be informed of the situation. Our leading newspaper, the National Beholder, will bring you up to speed. So at this point, we pull up the news. Feel free to browse the National Beholder. I've activated the profiler. Open the unknown person file when you're done. So currently we've got 3. So we've got movie shooting completed, negotiations in Triflith failed, and bomb obliterates Freedom Memorial and kills 3. So I guess we'll go ahead and take a look into this one. From April 13th of this year, no less. Oh boy, there's going to be a lot of reading. Like I said, we may not do a whole bunch of this, but kind of want to showcase it. Detonation destroys the Freedom Memorial in Bonton. 3 people killed, 5 severely injured. Terrorist ambitions suspected as a mysterious letter reaches authorities.
Respect my authority!
They will by the time we're done. Bonton, at approximately 7, goodness gracious.
7:50 p.m. on Wednesday evening, an explosive device detonated at the Freedom Plaza in Bonton. According to official police reports, 3 people were killed and at least 5 bystanders were severely wounded. The Freedom Memorial was nearly completely destroyed. Police forces closed off the area immediately. Experts believe the attack was an act of terror, with police confirming that the explosive device was homemade and triggered from a short distance away using a cell phone signal. Police reports also confirmed that, several hours earlier, an anonymous letter containing the first 3 stanzas of the German folk song, Die sind frei? Gedanken sind frei? Sorry, guys!
Sorry, Limbox.
The thoughts are free. Had reached local authorities. Prime Minister Blaine immediately issued a public press statement firmly condemning the assault and put the nation on high alert until the perpetrators have been brought to justice.
So, now we're going to open up our unknown person tab. The profiler holds all known information on those we investigate. The file you have opened is for our main suspect. The blue-haired woman from that CCTV footage shows before the assault is no stranger to the police. Take a look at the arrest record.
Arrest record?
Record. I don't know why, but for some reason I cannot speak today. So at this point, we have all of our information here, so we will pull up Cassandra Watergate. The highlighted elements in the record are pieces of data that are able to be extracted. We call these elements data chunks. Hovering over data chunks will reveal their relevance to the case and any connections or information it may influence. Drag and drop all data chunks from the police database into a profile to upload them to our servers. So to start with, we have a name. We have Cassandra Watergate, which has now been uploaded. We have a portrait of her that we can use, a mugshot. That'll be good to have. Very good. Pictures and names are crucial information for Orwell to identify a person. Information in documents can only become a data chunk when it can be clearly assigned to a target person. Add the reason for Miss Watergate's prior arrest that has just been unlocked. We will need this info to progress. Her charge was assault on a police officer. Good. With the data you extracted from the police record, a new document can now be accessed. Oh boy.
It's late.
Now, let me ask you a question. Do you believe in coincidence? I do not. Find data revealing where she attacked the police officer, and you will see what I mean. So, the report, before we move away, was suspect was arrested on site after Officer Franklin had been struck by an unknown object and became unresponsive. The protesters at the origin of the assault were forcibly moved, where the suspect was found kneeling and weeping on the ground. When asked to lay on the ground with her hands behind her back, the suspect cooperated immediately. Although that implies that we don't know that she actually did it. Is this woman a terrorist? Alright. Trial scheduled for August. Remains in custody. The case that keeps the media and the public guessing. Cassandra W., pictured above, who had allegedly injured a police officer severely 2 weeks ago, is still being held in police custody. A young woman is accused of having hit the victim's head with a large brick. The incident occurred during a rampage at the Freedom Plaza as part of a demonstration. So, where they blew shit up. The exact same location as the assault. Then she turns up there right before the explosion. Surely not a coincidence. As you know, Miss Watergate is still running around freely. We should find out why. We should also gather more background information on her. I want to know who we're really dealing with.
Interesting.
So, she is an artist by profession. Now, here's a...
We put that in her profile?
Yep. Here's a thing when it comes to 1984 and Big Brother's watching. Oh yes, one who does street art by blowing memorials to pieces by any chance?
Yeah.
Alright, Sims. A lot of that watching... Great, you have found another document. Before we go on, let's clarify your job and how it affects mine, shall we? You've extracted all the info I already knew about Miss Watergate. Starting now, I'm going into this case blind. The Orwell Ethical Codex dictates that investigators, like yourself, are the only ones allowed to access the documents of target persons. Advisors like me only get to see the data provided by the investigators. We will then draw conclusions and request action. Your primary job is to provide information you deem important. Never give away incorrect or misleading data.
You may hit disable on a data chunk you do not want to pass on to Orwell. However, some data chunks might be necessary to progress on the case.
So, anywho, what I was saying before, when it comes to everyone watching you, free thoughts and artists, just all that stuff, generally not a good thing, according to the government. So here's her
Portfolio. It even broke it up for ya!
Alright, so Cassandra Watergate, a wonderful inhabitant of Wonderland right behind the rainbow. I don't think that's information they need, so we're gonna disable that. I don't think she lives in Wonderland. So she quit her day job to focus on her art career. Okay, we should find out what that job was. Well, we'll find that out later. Let's see something. Ooh, contact info.
That's useful.
You've found a chat handle that allows us to overhear any conversation on that account. We're watching you. The listener has now been unlocked. New conversations will appear whenever they are started.
Is she going to give me or is the listener going to give me a hit?
Maybe. I'm not seeing anything yet, though. Let's see.
I made a Dark Brotherhood joke, and you totally missed it.
Oh goodness.
You have failed!
I am so sorry.
You have failed!
Let's
Businessman's
see.
forgotten daughter.
That beaut is me, so she could be the daughter of someone important. So currently what we have on her is that she quit her job, comes from money, and she's an artist. Yeah, this gal seems like a crusader. Christmas present for my darling, so she's in a relationship. Well, we might be able to use that later. Ooh.
Ooh.
Hey, you.
Hi, Josie. Jossie?
I can't seem to find my credit card. I assume you took it, right?
You got me, Sherlock. Dot. I'm in the middle of buying all of Bonton with that platinum I lifted from your desk. Can't stop me now.
Well, luckily for you, I don't mind going on a splurge as long as you pick up some wine for dinner.
Wine? What does Joseph Langley, my fearless attorney and all-around badass, have in mind this time? Probably just a business call from one of his favorite clients.
Actually, yes, that is exactly what's going to happen. Very serious business, Cassandra.
I thought as much! Guess I better pick up shitloads of wine. You'll have to get this client of yours pretty buzzed to handle all that business.
One bottle should be fine. She's a lightweight. Yeah.
Oh, whatever. I guess I shouldn't pick up some of those party pills from Big Pharma, aka my parents, then?
Oh, come on, I was only teasing. Speaking of your parents, when are you going to tell them about us?
Ugh, yeah, maybe. Gotta go now. Text you later. XOXO.
Okay, so she snuck off with a card from her boyfriend, it sounds like. We could lock it for the owner. Well, I can do that because she gives us the info.
Ooh.
She stole the credit card of her lawyer. Oh boy. Well, we should be able to track it down and lock it for him. Done. No, really, no need to thank me, Mr. Langley. You now have a profile for a related person. It can be accessed via the profiler. Data chunks will only appear for targeted persons and can only be extracted into their relevant profiles. Okay. And Big Pharma, her parents. Watergate pharma entrepreneurs, that does ring a bell. Alright, let's take a look at what we've got.
Products.
So, do we want to look into the news or read up more on pharmaceuticals?
Pharmaceuticals.
All
Pharmaceuticals are fun!
So, products. Enriches our lives with industry-leading range of products, making an important contribution to your well-being. Doesn't look like we've got any info here that we can yank yet. But let's look at the company. Let's see, has been inseparable from progression, pharmaceutical research for more than 80 years. Bruno is the chief executive officer. Dr. Alice Watergate is head of R&D. Cassandra Watergate, junior COO.
Huh. I wonder if that was her day job.
Yeah, that must have been what she was doing beforehand. Probably by one of her parents. Yep. Being an artist and a junior COO seems quite odd. She had mentioned that she quit a job. We're not gonna take that info because this portrait is no longer relevant.
Alice and Bruno.
Okay.
We've got her parents' names.
Keeping it a family affair. I heard it. Things will update from time to time. Okay, so let's check on jobs before we leave. Okay, Kat. So they're looking for suitable. They're looking for a chief operating officer to replace the retired, formerly appointed predecessor. So she quit. Which she did say. Or maybe I was wrong and nothing stays in the family. Ouch. This is probably what she meant about quitting her job. Good. Alright, no other information here for us. So let's look at the headlines. Crime rate continues to drop. Yeah, that's the most recent one. Let's see. There's a safety bill, but let's take a look here. Presented latest numbers on crime statistics in the country. Never before have there been so few violent crimes. Let's see. Decreased by 4.8% in comparison to last year. Continuously declining over the past several years as a direct result of the implementation of the safety bill. Well, let's take a look at what that Wow. Wow. That is one hell of a drop.
Yeah.
I mean, if this continues on, we're looking to about here. 100 crimes per 100,000.
Wow. That's...
As of 2017.
That's pretty awesome, actually.
It is, but it sacrifices freedom.
Yeah. But...
This game touches on a rather negative personality trait of mine. A need for control is not so good. Okay. Procedure closing raises manipulation suspicions. Joe encountered conflicted data chunks. Oh, they will be shown as conflicted. Oh, my apologies. When you extract one of the data chunks containing a conflict, the others will become invalid immediately. So we have to decide which one is more relevant. So, the suspect's lawyer, Joseph Langley, who we were talking to, and this is for Cassandra Watergate.
Acquitted of the alleged assault against a police officer.
Due to a lack of evidence. However, voiced their concerns that the wealthy family of the accused might have influenced the outcome in her favor.
Huh. Do we want to...
With the case being closed to lack of evidence, however, it might be reopened if new evidence should be discovered.
But let's not mess with this yet until... Because if we add that to the profile, doesn't it cancel out?
It cancels out this option. We can only pick one of these data chunks.
Okay. So I honestly think we should throw in the family might have influenced the outcome.
Okay, one moment. Although my only concern with having influenced the outcome, where's the police report? Struck by an unknown object and became unresponsive, where the suspect was found kneeling and weeping on the ground. When asked to lay on the ground, she cooperated immediately. However, it doesn't specifically say that we know, just that they suspected, and there was a lack of... is accused of having...
Huh.
But, hold on, let's pull... Where'd it go? Was it headlines? No. Projects?
What are you looking for?
The conflicting data chunk. Where'd that go?
That was in the headlines. Wasn't it?
That's crime
Read more.
rate. Hold on. Oh, cool, there's a back function.
Oh, hey, cool.
Okay, At no point has there ever been any valid evidence that my client was guilty. At no point at all. The defense successfully brought video evidence depicting the incident in question. So they've got video showing that there's no info.
Not that she didn't do it, just that there is no proof of her doing it.
If there's no proof, I think we might... It's possible that they did it. But if there's no evidence, they can't do a thing.
Okay, we can't... Okay, so if we add one of these to Orwell, what happens?
It eliminates the other chunk, and we continue on with that information. So we would, if we were to add this, we would continue on saying the wealthy family may have had something to do with her acquittal. And we would go with that assumption from here on out. Whereas with the case being closed due to lack of evidence, that means we didn't have any information, but that doesn't mean that she's innocent. I think we should go with lack of evidence. We don't know for certain that her family had anything to do with her behavior or with her outcome. And she did just quit and leave, so they may not even be very interested in helping her.
Okay, well.
So we'll use this one. That's what I figured. A pity that the CCTV feed did not actually help. Maybe it will today. Currently, I am thinking that our Miss Watergate underwent quite a radical change. Don't you agree? I kinda do.
Yeah.
Let's find out what happened in between these two lives of hers. What may have caused this radical shift? Alright. Timelines.
Timeline.
Oh, is it? This is Facebook. This is Facebook. There's a lot of info here. Okay. Let's look at the date. That's August 10, 2016. This is March 1st. So we're gonna actually go from the bottom up.
Okay.
But we can pull up some information here. Here's a birthday. And what she's interested in. Art, music, and activism. Those three tend to go together. What a lineup. Yep. Okay, so... went out to Paris with her friend. Her hair has not changed yet. That's conflicting. Well, let's...
With what?
Let's work
Well, I
our
guess
way
let's
up.
go back up.
Let's see. Hot new band. They're not just some punks. So her friend's not as interested in this group. Oh, little activist group. That's info I need. Where's this start? So that's just her being Zilly.
She changed her profile, though, on July 6th. So...
Well, this is the most recent picture.
No,
this
go,
is her
go
mugshot.
down. Okay, so, like, she had... Go down further. So, like...
That was...
So here's April, but she changed her picture in July.
Mm-hmm.
So...
That probably just went back and updated the rest of her profile pictures. So...
Well, that's... Fuck you, fine.
Let's
You
see.
know how you try to say something, except you can't really say it,
And your
and nobody
husband's-
fucking understands it?
And your husband's too stupid to figure out what you're trying to say?
Yes, that.
Don't you hate those moments?
Yes.
Stupid husband.
God damn it, husband.
So, what happened to your hair? Cassie's going punk. Did mommy and daddy agree with that?
See? See? She did. She changed her hair,
Yeah.
like, sometime in here.
So she was the blonde, because that's Mary from here.
Yeah.
Let's see. Looks nice. You'll also need a new name them. What about
Catharthus? Why?
That's clever. Me likely. It's probably like catharsis.
Well, yes, but it's stupid.
Usernames get weird. Be known as Catharthis. Well, that's good. The more info we have, the better. An alias name, you know people on the web, so many names, so many identities. Yeah, I've got like 3 or 4. Good to record, yep. Invite you to our little activist group. Would be nice to have you with us for the protest on the Freedom Plaza on Friday.
Okay. No.
Oh,
Oh.
what's going on? Hey, did you hear about the Freedom Plaza bombing? What do you mean here? She was right behind it.
She was on the bus, though, by the time it blew up.
Yeah.
We don't know that she did anything to it yet. Oh.
Yeah, don't remind me. You know I have a history with that place already fucking me up enough that I have to catch a bus from there every day. Too many bad memories, and now I was there just moments before this happened. I never should have gone to that damn protest. Darling, you don't need to justify yourself to anybody, especially not to me. I was so happy when Goldfells accepted me into thought. I desperately wanted to go to prove my worth to the cause. Oh, that sounds culty.
Yeah.
Think of it this way, if you would not have gone to the protest, then you never would have been wrongfully indicted, and then we would have never met. Yeah, and I would not have been called a terrorist in all the papers. You are not a terrorist, okay? Ain't I? You sure? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Oh, damn it. What? Your card's not working here. Can't buy anything. Have you gone bankrupt or something? Unless you went on a serious shopping spree, there should be plenty of money on there. I guess we'll have to go without wine then.
Dude, just call your bank.
Here's the thing. I've got an important appointment tonight. It's surprisingly out of schedule, and I can't postpone it. You've got to be kidding me. I'm sorry, darling. We'll see each other tomorrow. You always have an appointment. Appointment here, appointment there, appointment every fucking where. How can you constantly do this to me? Darling, please just calm down. Have you taken your Methorin?
Oh, that's important.
Yes, damn it. Yeah, that is very important. And she's kind of lost her mind. Is that the only thing that matters to you? That I'm on fucking happy pills all day? Darling, please, it's nothing like that, and you know it. So I keep my mouth shut whenever you leave me hanging. If I don't show up at this appointment, I risk losing a very important client. Fine. Don't you understand that? Oh no, I totally understand. Don't you risk losing that very important client of yours now. Cassie, don't be like that. I get it. I guess I'm just not an important client anymore. Oh, come on, Cassie.
She's kind of being a vicious bitch.
Going home now in case I'm getting up on that priority list of yours anytime soon. Please. Session closed.
Huh. Alright, we'll grab the info.
Yep. Okay, so to start with, she catches the bus there. Which would have made her a great plant to drop that off. Could have been coincidence after all. You are right, but it could not be. Reserve my thoughts until you find more evidence. Goat Files accepted me into thought. Is that the activist group? An activist group called Thought. Interesting. Maybe this is what influenced her. And who is Goldfels? We should find something that shows her current attitude and see if we're following the right person. And then... have you taken your Methorin? What is this Methorin? Can you look that up for me, please? Okay, so... to recap, we have a young woman who is on some sort of controlled substance, who completely left her previous life behind, quit her job, became an artist, changed her reader name, joined an activist group who may have something to do with our bombing. This could be very interesting. And there's still more info here. We didn't even get through all of this. So, either way, we'll go ahead and leave it here. This should be enough for you to kind of see what the game's about. If you want to see more, or even just want to see us finish the first chapter, let us know. And we will see you in the next video.
Bye!
Bye! I waved.